Yeah, man. What's up, my purples? Welcome to the black hole. My name, Bless Beats. Once again, we're diving into the world of the wonderful Maschine Plus right here, and I'm gonna give you a quick insight of what's to come very soon in a new update, specifically concerning the Maschine Plus. No need to beat around the bush, let's just get straight to it. Number one, there's going to be a lot more stability here. I have the beta version, things are subject to change, but so far it's been working wonderfully. Let me just read it straight off of the paper right here. The kernel is a central part of the operating system, and this new version is proving to be much more stable so far in our internal tests. Now, some things that used to make the Maschine Plus crash will only make it freeze, if at all. I don't know. I haven't experienced any crashes or freezes since I tried this beta version. What is the difference between crashing and freezing? I don't know. So this is slowly, the Maschine Plus is starting to become what it should have been at launch, really. Second issue is something that a lot of people have reached out to me about, wondering where do I find this shit. It's causing a little bit of a internal issue, if you will, and that is saving samples with the project. You can finally do that right now. Let's have a look-see here. Beat is open. File. Save as. With samples on or off. This is going to make it much more simpler for anybody who wants to scoot their projects around and pass them between the computer ordinator device and the Maschine Plus standalone, for example. Very welcome. We like. Something else I'm very excited about is this feature right here. Full integration with the complete controllers. Not only the complete controllers, but it will make some of you guys very happy and say that support for the jam is coming as well in standalone. So full functionality, and this is a beautiful thing because I'm coming from, my first sampler was the EPS in Sonic EPS, and this gives me, if you're from a keyboard sampler type background, it's a beautiful thing because you get access to almost, well, pretty much everything. You can't edit samples, for example, straight from the controller. That would be really cool. You can't do that right now, but you can do everything else, like access the mixer right here, jump around in the plugins, change all the settings there, bring up the browser, you name it, transport controls. It's beautiful, and I really would love to try it out with a Maschine Jam. Please give me. Some things here on this very early beta that I've been trying out aren't working quite as they should, like the browser seems a little wonky. Do expect that to be fixed on release. What else? Some fixes, some bug fixes right there. You may have noticed when you're in the browser, sometimes these product images, when you're, for example, looking for these expansions right here, they have missing images. Fixed right now. Some people had problems with activation issues. So even though you had the full version of Contact or Reactor, there was some issues with registering to get the full version in the Maschine Plus. That is fixed as well. And then some general freeze and crash issues. For example, when you're browsing the character tags, fixed. Wonderful. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this official update. It's a comforting thing to know that it's not abandonware or nothing, you know what I'm saying? So it's improving by the day, and so far I haven't had any issues with the crashing. One of the strangest things going on before with my Maschine Plus, even after the latest update, was that I would start it up and it had some sample rate buffer issues where everything would just go and I had to restart it, and then it would work fine. And it wouldn't really happen mid-project neither, so it wasn't a big issue, but that seems to be gone now. So let's hope, fingers crossed, that this kernel update is making magical wonders. As a message from the communities, though, let me say that we are still waiting for some of the most requested, for some things have been requested for years. Tempo changes curved automation, and there's still no way to see the automation in standalone. And also, what else was it that's been the most requested according to my polls and investigationalizings? A more dynamic audio engine for time stretching. For example, we want to be able to scoot around the time stretched sounds. That would be wonderful. And even more wonderful if we could even edit, slice up and chop the time stretched samples. Would make it a lot more dynamic, because it feels sort of like a workaround to place an audio engine in a clip and use that to scoot around. It's not an ideal situation, you know what I'm saying? Well, so I'm very happy with this, and like I said, since like Maschine 1.5, I've been pretty happy with it. So everything since then has been a bonus. But I know there's a lot of feature requests out there, and those 3 ones are very frequently. I see them all the time. So I hope we can, say, yeah. What's your biggest feature request right now? Let's let them know. Okay, bye bye.